Hello, YouTube and X. Your main man BTM here, and we're back at the BTM News Network. We're talking about Zebec. What is Zebec and why is it pumping? Zebec is a payroll solution that's in the cryptocurrency arena and uses the crypto network to help speed up the payroll processing system. And they have a credit card I think they just introduced, or a way to transfer it over with credit card payments. So let me know if you guys are researching this into it and have seen it. And this is something I got into when it was, I think it was ZBC, I think something. It was another ticker sign and it transferred over to ZB CN, and they gave you like a 3-for-1 update or buyback or something. So I did, and it was actually a pretty good pickup. And now people are starting to talk about the adoption is getting bigger. So let me know what you guys think about it. It's your main man BTM here for the BTM News Network on this Thursday, which is Friday Eve. And it is a good Friday. So let me know what you guys think. Let me turn on the spotlight and see where it's at. I'm going to go to Twitter and see a couple of updates they have. So this is the Zebec network, the actual Twitter page, decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows for real world value, which is a RWA, which is a real world asset. And what is up? I think that's RA or PA. I don't know. RAZ or PAZ. I'm not 100% sure. Good morning, champ. What up? And this is introducing Zebec Carbon, the world's first reloadable zero fee, fully private crypto debit card, reloadable up to 10K. Uh, Ready in seconds, zero fees, 1 USDT to 1 USD, 100% private, uh, powered globally by MasterCard. Our from our Made in America Spaces Zero Hash X. You best integrates zero hash X to power compliant crypto payroll in the US and beyond. What is this? It's weird. Infrastructure for the future, the easiest way to unlock crypto and stablecoin for our customers. So yeah, the fact that they're doing payroll might also be pretty big and definitely worth looking into. When you connect your fiat system to blockchain, it's hyper regulated. Zero Hash has mastered the game. So let's see what this little promo
Zero
is
Hash
talking about real quick.
has been building the turnkey regulatory infrastructure needed to launch compliant crypto products and serves the entire industry from startups all the way to Fortune 500s. Zero Hash's payment rails will be supporting Zebec's real-time payroll products very soon in the US and eventually to our global markets as well.
Zero Hash has really been through it all. And really, what we do is we bring stability and resiliency to all of our partners. We're excited to work with Zebec. A lot of critics think that crypto is like some unregulated industry, but the truth is that when you connect fiat systems to blockchain systems, it's hyper regulated. There's a lot of rules that you have to follow. And Zero Hash has really mastered the game when it comes to that. So in the US, where we were founded, where a majority of our business is, you have federal regulations and state by state regulations that you need to follow. And so we have like very strong relationships with federal and state regulators. I think we as a company are just really excited that there is a pro crypto vibe again.
So this as turbo, something that is first in the space is always going to be a winning project, right? It's going to be something that is going to stand the test of time. So let me know what you guys think about that. Crypto cards are here to stay, and we're leading the charge. Join us the April 23rd, 11 a.m. on our spaces on the Zebec carbon card features and how it stacks up against the competition and where it's coming from. Crypto payments are here to stay. You don't want to miss it. And this is your crypto card for every day in Zebec. I think Zebec's one of the first ones to do the no fee crypto cards. But let me know what you guys think. And I did sign up. We'll see what they're talking about next Wednesday. The DPN is driving real world adoption of blockchain across Wi-Fi cellular networks, mapping, logistics, and more. I'm proud to have IO Tex IO as one of the DPN partners. Catch a recorded episode with IO Tech Larry Pan as we dive deep into the potential DPN of today and the future. As I was talking about the payroll, monthly volume is 18.5 million, 35 monthly, 18.5 bi-weekly. Markets will do what markets do. At GBEC, we stay focused on building products to deliver real value on users and investors. So this is on their page. Currently, Crypto Bubbles has it at up 15%. I told you guys, keep an eye on the things that are green when everything else is red. Turbo's up 2.2, Pudgy Penguin's up 12, ZCN's up 11, Hence up 8, Solana's up 3.7, Peanuts up 3.1, Tons up 3, AIZ16's up 3. So let me know what you guys think about that. Currently, it's down 1.1%, but it is up 11% in the last 24 hours, 13% in the last 7 days, down 3.5 in the last 30 days, up 7.3 in the last 90 days. I don't think it's been around for a year yet. Yeah. So I got ZBC in, and somebody said that buy the ZBC and trade it to ZBCN, you get a 1-to-10 split. And that's what I'm talking about, because that was a pretty good deal. But let me know what you guys think about that as well. Are they still doing the split? Hold up, wait a minute. Are they still doing the split? Because if so, I think they stopped. Read about more. Migrating tomorrow 10th. That was last year. So I did it last year. So I don't know if they're still doing that split or not. And the market cap is not on here. Maybe it is on Coin Market Cap. Let me see. That's weird. I didn't notice. Just noticed that. Let me see if it's on Coin Market Cap. ZBCN. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's up 13% on the day. Okay, here's the market cap. 74 million, right? So if you're getting in, I always tell you guys to get in early. And this is definitely still early. So this is their actual official page. Zebec Network, decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flow of real world value. Around the world, blockchain technology is being adopted at a rapid pace. Zebec's helping create a future where money and value move more freely, giving individuals, businesses, investors, and teams faster and easier access to funds and tokens. Real world asset payments, real world payroll, and cross border remittance. Zebec Silver, send your crypto anytime, anywhere, instantly. Zebec Black, reloadable and limitless. DPIN network, interoperable blockchain infrastructure, and Zebec POS device. So that's that. And I'm going to check some videos out, but this is my video, actually, little self promo from the BTM News Network. But this is talking about the future of real world asset payments. So let me play this real quick. And I had a video. I actually got a couple of videos I was trying to put out, but for some reason, it's not coming out my Veed software. So I got to contact with these guys. And of course, they're closed until Monday. So I guess we're doing it all live. So let me know what you think. Alert, Zebec just leveled up big time. Real-time payments, Web3 debit card, and 70 million market cap could be the next crypto giant. Don't blink or you'll miss it. So let's check out what this video is.
But here evolving fast. What started as Zebec protocol has now transformed into Zebec Network, a next-generation infrastructure designed to power real-world transactions across Web3. But here's the real question. Is this the missing piece that finally brings crypto into everyday life? Think about how we get paid today. Bi-weekly paychecks, slow transfers, waiting days for money to clear. It's outdated. But what if your paycheck flowed to you in real time, second by second? That's what Zebec is building. A system where money moves as fast as information, like a river instead of a trickle. And they're not doing this alone. Backed by giants like Coinbase, Circle, and Solana Ventures, Zebec is integrating blockchain payments into businesses worldwide. Already, 50,000 users and 250 companies are using it for payroll, payments, and even Web3-enabled debit cards. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Zebec's token, ZBC, is evolving too. It's upgrading to ZBCN, but there's no new supply, no inflation, and no changes to tokenomics, just a stronger foundation. With a market cap of only $70 million, could this be one of crypto's most underrated innovations? But the bigger question is, will businesses embrace this shift? And with Zebec's multi-chain, no-fee debit card, could spending crypto finally be as easy as swiping a Visa? The future of money is shifting. Zebec is making its move. But do you think crypto-powered payments are inevitable? Or is mainstream adoption still too far
So
away?
crypto is definitely the future, and I think Zebec is going to lead the way. As you mentioned, I think there is a lot of positive products or projects currently in crypto, and this is one of the best on the RWA side, which is real world assets, because you can actually use it and buy things with your crypto, right? That's kind of what we've been missing, the link between crypto and actual transactions. Like Bitcoin is too slow. I've used Bitcoin and it takes a pretty good amount of time to do the payment. Ethereum will fee you to death. So the only thing left is Kaspa and ZBCN. So for the week, it's up 2.3%. I mean, today's 2.3. For the week, it's down 0.25. Altcoin ranked number one. Oh, really? 78.3 million market cap. So it is early. This is when you want to get in a project. Coin of the day, 73 million market cap, all-time high 003. Engaging post 1.1 thousand. Zebec network and top markets are also here. Seeing more questions around the utility for ZBC, and I love to see more people coming in and being curious. Never stop asking questions and learning. From Zebec headquarters, Zebec and gas and bridging fees, a unified and versatile token ZBCN, seamlessly transactions and network interactions within our integrated RWA payment data and physical infrastructure. DPN fee structure of 1 ZBCN per transaction supports token deflammatory aspect while used as gas fee to bridge assets into the ZBAC network. The fees automatically distributed to vendors and a portion automatically burned. If you like it, I love it. Let me know what you think in the comments. So this is that credit card, the debit card actually. Zebec Carbon is the forefront of a major transformation in privacy and ease of transaction at its core. This product could excel mainstream adoption. I think it will help to get crypto mainstream adopted. Loadable, zero fee. So this was from a video I made 2 weeks ago. So this is their page. Let me see. I think I had some. Actually, both of these are their page. Let me go to the BTM News Network, see what's on here. Let me see. Did we talk about? It's a great question. I'm sure there are others that have more to add as well. So I just keep going back down. What the? It's weird. Now let's see if it's doing it on this page. Does it? Okay, that's beyond weird. But let's see here. See if we can. There's too many windows open. No. Let's see if we can. So it's at 0009, which is also a good entry point. And checking out the BTM News Network. The benefits and incentives of the card you have to offer, but what are the incentives for business to start adopting it? It's a great question. I'm sure the others have more to add. One of the biggest incentives for merchants and sellers to use technology is the ability to offer customers different forms of currency payments seamlessly. Not only can you attract customers that can pay in standard fiat, but you can have some come in and pay using crypto, opening opening up your customer base for. Another thing is point out the seamless conversion of crypto to fiat, which we can talk about a lot, even more than that in the conversation between USDT and CAD or B or GBP. These transactions will occur within seconds, even less for less fees. Also offer reward incentives using ZPN, POS systems, networks, and other. And not only can they do all things stated above, but also can earn Zebecs. Okay. Not sure why my stupid browser keeps coming back. Dang. Is that button stuck? Are we stuck somewhere? I'm stuck? What the? That's weird. Anyway, so I got a video from Money and Me. Let's see who
Wrong,
play
so
that.
make sure
Figure
you
out what's
guys do
going
your own
on.
research. Now, before I get into the video, if you're looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. It requires no VPN and no KYC. The link is going to be in my description down below. Now, let's kick things off by taking a look here at the CoinMarketCap Altcoin Season Index. We're currently sitting at a 17 out of 100. So altcoin season is nowhere near right now. But some coins will perform or outperform the rest of the market, and some coins will just shoot up out of nowhere. And certain coins with the lowest possible market cap, those are where the opportunities lay when you're trying to make those life-changing gains. But again, it all comes down to how much research did you actually put into any particular coin. Like for example here, we see XEN, which in the last 90 days, this thing is up 730%. Maybe we could see something quite similar with ZBCN if it gets some major exchange listings, even just a future listing. Sometimes that's all it takes, because with XEN here, all it took was a Binance futures listing, and it just completely exploded. Now, if we come over here to the X account for Zebec Network, they haven't really posted anything different or interesting in the last like couple weeks or so. The last thing was here on April 3rd about the buybacks, which I spoke about in my last ZBCN video. But ever since then, all they really said was this right here. They said markets will do what markets do. At Zebec, we stay focused on building products that deliver real value to our users and investors. And yeah, 100%. The markets are, it's just going to do whatever it's going to do. At this point, you got to look at the charts, whether it be this project or other chart or other projects, and try to just buy off of support levels, because no one really knows where the bottom is for a majority of these coins. But if you've done your research, you're not fearful when it comes to these major dips in the markets, because you just buy the dip. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Now, if we take a look here at the price action, we're currently sitting at a $75 million market cap. Not really much happening on the day, and same with the volume. Not really, not a lot happening right there, right? I mean, we're sitting at 0.00098. You know, we've been in this area for an extended period of time. If we come down here and we check out the amount of exchanges that it's on, it's missing Coinbase, it's missing Binance, and like I said about a couple minutes ago, if we get even just a Binance futures listing, or I don't know, something like that, maybe we could see the sort of run that XEN recently did, right? Never know in this market. All it takes is one exchange listing, whether it be spot or futures, and or maybe even a tweet or just some bullish news, and all of a sudden the coin just skyrockets. Now, if we take a look here at this indicator, which is called Trader Assist, you'll find it down below. Lets you know when there's a good time to buy and sell crypto, when there's a bullish and bearish momentum happening. But we can see that it actually fired a buy zone on April 7th. Then yeah, it looks like that would have been a pretty decent buy opportunity, I guess. I mean, the market pulled back, then it came all the way back up here, but yeah, that would have been okay. It does show that we're still in this bearish momentum, and this goes all the way back to mid-March. So yeah, not that long ago, just over a month, right? One thing about this, actually, let me oh, it kind of looks like, let me get rid of this for a second, actually. See how things, yeah, it looks like we're in this head and shoulder pattern here. Actually, that's not good whatsoever. That's a very bearish pattern that I'm seeing on the charts here. But one thing that is very good is, and I already have this line drawn in, I drew this line in quite a while back, I think. That is the area where I am looking for ZBCN to bottom out. Of course, anything is possible and things can always change in the crypto space, but that's the area that I'm currently looking at. So this area right here, I think that we could come down a little bit more. Let's see if I make some adjustments. Yeah, so we actually, yeah, it could actually come down a little bit more here and bounce off of that trend line, off of that line before making its way back up. So there is a scenario where I could see it come down to 00076 before it start making its way back up. Because if you actually zoom all the way out, that basically, yeah, the last time it was at these levels was August of 2024. So yeah, I think that is definitely on the table. Now, as far as whether I think that ZBCN can reach the market cap of XRP, well, first off, we need to take a look at if it was to reach the market cap of XRP. So ZBCN, that will give it a price of $1.65. That is quite the ways. That'll give you over 1,000x on your investment, 1,654x. Do I think that's going to happen? I mean, there was a lot going on for XRP. The community is insanely massive. It's been around since ages. Then they had the whole SEC thing that was pretty much, settled. So there was a lot happening, and the price was suppressed for such an extended period of time. All of those played a factor into XRP exploding the way that it did. I don't expect ZBCN to raise the price of XRP, but it doesn't need to reach the price of XRP. All it needs is half of the price of XRP or even a quarter of the price of XRP, and we can see some pretty insane amount of returns on our current investment. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it is possible for the Zebec network to reach the price of XRP? Let me know in the comment section down below. I also want to know what you guys are doing. Have you been
So what do you guys think about the Zebec network as well? There's another video looking
Want to talk
for
about Zebec Network, ZBCN? We are obviously seeing.
this is bags only. Just trying to get some things situated here. Here's kind of glitching. I don't know what's going on today. What the freak?
XRP and Zebec update. We're going to be talking about the ticker ZBCN, Zebec Network. I was hoping to record this video on the beach, but it's a little bit choppy out there, a little windy. You can see little white caps rolling in out here at the. Wanted to really just hop on this one real quick because I talked with my guy, Bunny Boy, over on X on the TA update. He said it's ready to rip. And so this is a coin that I've had my eyes on because you guys have been lighting me up in the comments saying, you got to take a look at this ticker. So I finally am, and I'm going to be doing a full deep dive on this coin, but the opportunity is already here. I just bought some today. Full disclosure, I bought myself a bag. And so I wanted to just put it out here publicly for everybody to see this opportunity for what it is, or maybe it isn't. You guys can let me know in the comments down below what you're seeing on this one. And I want to give you guys a little pro tip, by the way. This is how you really get the alpha on the project. I put out a tweet earlier saying I was researching Zebec Network and I wasn't really seeing anything that blew me away yet. And I asked the question, what am I missing? And so if you pose kind of a triggering question towards the community, not really being blown away, not really impressed, right? Then you get everybody coming out of the woodworks to tell you what the alpha is on the project. And they actually have some real stuff cooking over here in this ecosystem. And I've been pleasantly surprised researching this project. Shout out to everybody in our community that, was letting me know in the comments down below to look at this project. Folks in the Discord group have been telling me to look at this one for a while. I've been pleasantly surprised because they actually have utility. They actually have enterprise adoption. They have something cooking. And so folks have not just been shilling me this next meme coin that's going to pump based off some pumpamentals, but real fundamentals behind this project. So worthy of a full deep dive, but I wanted to just make a public video talking about this one here today. Real quick on XRP. So XRP went back down today. As soon as Jerome Powell started to speak, that market started to fall because they didn't like what Jerome Powell had to say. Jerome Powell still staying tough, saying that he's not necessarily ready to come in and save the day. And so the stock market was back down. I think it was like the 5th largest daily drop for the NASDAQ. And cryptocurrencies were down as well. But Bitcoin and XRP bouncing back, and in particular, XRP only down to 204. We found that buy wall at $2 again. And so it's already been bought back up to 213. And it was at like 210 as I record this update. So XRP quick wick down to 204. Hopefully, and many of you guys helped hold the line. We bought that one up. And XRP is just in an incredible position of strength. That's the XRP update. Let's talk about this project, Zebec. Two main utilities, streamlining payroll solutions. And then now they have this card, multiple card offerings where you can spend your crypto. I mentioned the partnership with Ondo, and I am going to talk about the one red flag that I found, but I've already had one community member kind of explain the plan or the program as it relates to the tokenomics, because I did see a concern with the tokenomics. And every project has a story. So we're going to be following up on it. We're going to see how well this program plays out. But it's very important. I'm coming with a bias of I bought myself a little bag today, full disclosure.
And I'm looking for this thing to move significantly. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Even just going back up to its previous all-time high, you're looking at about 270% was the measurement that I got from where we're at today. So I'm going to talk about that. Also, my experience buying this ticker on Caleb and Brown. Incredible experience. They closed my order. More on that later. So this ticker, they're providing great updates, and this is what more projects need to be doing. 37 million in payroll volume in March, 212 enterprise clients. I'm going to be following up in my deep dive to go through some of their clients and partners that are using their payroll solution. The main utility is trying to streamline payments to workers around the world. And this is a problem that many other cryptos can solve too. But sometimes you have that first mover advantage. Sometimes you're just the best service provider. We're going to see where Zebec lines up against other projects that are, trying to solve the same problem. But for right now, it looks like they're one of the few companies that's really, focused on this utility. Now, what's interesting is that they have this card program as well, and they're partnering up with meme coins. They're partnering up with Ondo, and they're giving basically people the ability to spend their meme coins, the Ondo treasury. It's like USDY. So they're giving folks access to their crypto through the cards, which many people are doing as well too. So this is why I said, they didn't stand out as far as like they're the only people solving this problem, and this problem is tremendous in size. The problem is legit, the utility is significant, and they might be in the lead. I don't know if there is anybody else that is further along in solving and addressing this market, but it's a big enough problem that it does pique my interest. And then a project starting to get that momentum behind it, that's definitely a good trading opportunity. But I'll be following up to see if it's worthy of being a long-term hold after we do our deep dive and we see how well the team executes on the plan here. Ecosystem seems to be strong though. So card partnerships, yeah, they've already lined up a bunch of folks, and 100% of the Zebec card revenue goes to buybacks of the token. And then those tokens get burned. And so there was 50 million tokens that were bought back in February through the card revenue. So interesting utility and kind of way to be deflationary is what they're saying. The problem that I saw was the token unlock schedule. This is the one red flag that I really saw. And one of the community members said that right now they're releasing 2 billion tokens per month, which lines up with what's on CoinMarketCap. On CoinMarketCap, it's at like 74 billion tokens right now, and it's set to release another 20 billion tokens by March of 2026. Immediate red flag. But this community member had reached out to me, and so I asked them directly, what's going on? We got a buyback. Are they being burned? And so far in February, there was 50 million tokens that were bought back. They're going to be burned. And apparently there's also from the additional card partnerships, right? All of that goes to these token buybacks and burning. And apparently the token's also used as a gas token on their layer 3, which is called Nautilus Chain. This token was originally issued on Solana. Now it's on Ethereum. Now it's on BNB. You guys know I'm not thrilled about those ecosystems at all. But the reason why this one piques my interest right now in particular is because the meme space in Solana blew up. You guys saw all that. So folks rolled over to XRP. Folks went back to ETH. God forbid. I mean, I don't know why you would go back to ETH, but whatever. And so folks, the Solana ecosystem as far as meme coins is in shambles. So where are folks going to go with that money, right? They're leaving, but then they're also going to be looking for real utility projects like Zebec, right? Where they can say, okay, I'm giving up the degen life. Let me go stack some real utility, and they can do it on the Solana blockchain. They can do it on BNB. As far as future partnerships with Ripple, the XRP ledger down the road, it could be interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen that Ripple is addressing, we know that they're doing treasury management. I haven't seen Ripple addressing payroll solutions specifically, but if Zebec could get a bigger partnership, I think of partnering with a company like QuickBooks or, popular softwares like that. Something like that could get interesting, or they could just replace QuickBooks. I don't know what the experience is. I have not seen or used their product myself, but it is going to be interesting to see. There's a guy walking by and he was looking at me wondering what the heck I'm doing here. like I said, I wish that I was able to be outside walking the beach. The tide's way out and it's a little choppy out there, so I had to stay in the truck. Final points. So, I'm going to be doing a full deep dive on all of these partnerships. The card, they just released a new carbon. They already had a silver. If you want to spend over 10,000 per day, you can get their black card. They're not the only people in the space doing this, but it seems like they've got some strategic partners. And interesting, they're providing liquidity for Ondo and for even meme coins. So that's getting interesting. So I wanted to say though, with my final point here, I bought these tokens on Caleb and Brown, and I just wanted to run you guys through this experience today. Basically, I'm going through my research, and typically what happens when I'm deep diving these tickers that you guys tell me about is about halfway through or at a certain point, I go, okay, there's enough here. We got momentum. Let's go make a buy. And that's what happened on this ticker, right? Halfway through researching, I say, okay, it's worth an investment. It's worth a gamble. And so I went to Caleb and Brown. I placed an order. Now, the price of this coin right now is it's got about 3 zeros right after the decimal. It's got 3 zeros, and then it's 0.00091, like 913, or I think 915 right now. It's going to move by the time I post this update. But the point being, it was at 0.008 this morning, and then it bounced up a little bit. I think it was up almost 10% at a certain time this morning, and this was right in the middle of when I went to go buy the token. So I went to Caleb and Brown. I put in my order, and I went to buy, and the coin was at 0.0091. Now, my order was pending for about 10 minutes, but this is the part that I love about Caleb and Brown. They say, here's how much of the ticker you're going to get, in this case, ZBCN. Here's how many you're going to get. You're going to spend this much. You're going to get this many tokens. Here's what your fee is going to be. The coin runs up to 0.0093, 0.0093. So it actually popped up. And Caleb and Brown still executed my order here at 0.00913. So I just told everybody, the entire world, what my entry price is on this coin, right? 0.00.
Okay. Just kind of wanted some background about ZBCN. So that was a good update. I had made a video, but for some reason, I can't push the videos out, so it just went live. But it's your main man, BTM, trying to get you up to date with the ZBCN, the Zebec network. I just wanted to get that information out to you. And for some reason, okay, it's working now. That was the video. There was a bags only video. So I might go live again later tonight with ZBCN. We got to do a Kaspa video tonight as well. This is Deepak, and we're about to go to turbo turn up time at 11:30. So I wanted to squeeze this video in real quick. Zebec's loading up on revolutionary real-time finance by enabling continuous programmable money streams across multiple blockchains, positioning itself as a key player in the future of decentralized payroll, payments, and treasury management. I'm tripping. So that was a couple. This is the Zebec network. Has staking and buyback burns, unbelievable discounts at the prices. No way Zebec doesn't hit 1 cent within 90 days. Coinbase and Binance listing will happen this year. More exchanges will start to list Zebec. There will be an absolute tsunami of liquidity coming in soon. So just something to keep an eye on. And we played that video already. So get ready for the turbo turn up time. But thanks for joining. It's your main man BTM here, signing out. Remember, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.